Namaste friends, this lecture of mine is devoted to yet another important fuel for internal combustion engines. It is fast replacing conventional diesel fuel. Good part is that it can be used in old diesel engines with slight modification. This fuel is compressed natural gas or CNG. Apart from compressed natural gas or CNG, I would be including some other fuels also that are used in internal combustion engines. Compressed natural gas or CNG. It is a mixture of gases rich in hydrocarbons. These gases are mainly methane, CH4, with other constituents as nitrogen and carbon dioxide. Methane is clear, odorless and non-corrosive gas. Natural gas is available in the form of reserves deep beneath Earth's surface. This exists with other hydrocarbons such as coal and crude oil. While extracting crude oil, natural gas is released in pure form. It is processed and converted into clean fuel at refineries. While processing, we get propane, butane, ethane, along with nitrogen and carbon dioxide as byproducts. It is kept in compressed form so that enough fuel can be stored in limited space. Generally, storage of natural gas is in spherical tanks at a pressure of about 20 megapascal. Its transportation from one place to another is also at similar pressure. Natural gas is compressed and can be stored at ambient temperature. In compressed form, it occupies smaller space, but if compared with energy equivalent of petrol, it occupies much large volume. To make it occupy still smaller volume, it is converted into liquid form known as liquefied natural gas or LNG. In liquid form, it can be kept at ambient pressure, but it is essential to keep temperature low. This requires expensive cooling process. This also increases the cost of production. Therefore, it is costlier to produce LNG as compared to CNG. Generally, it is kept in liquid form or as LNG while transporting through pipelines or ships. This makes transportation convenient and economical. At user's end, it is converted into CNG. Natural gas is stored at low pressure in yet another form known as absorbed natural gas or ANG. It is absorbed in some special sponge-like material. Activated carbon or activated charcoal is one such material. It is a form of carbon that is processed to have small, low volume pores. This increases the available surface area for adsorption. Another such group of materials is metal organic frameworks or MOFs. These are organic, inorganic, hybrid crystalline porous materials. Their porosity makes them absorbent. Natural gas is absorbed at 35 bar in these materials. Compressed natural gas can be mixed with hydrogen. This is known as hydrogen compressed natural gas or HCNG. This increases its hydrogen carbon ratio or HC ratio. Higher hydrogen carbon ratio or HC ratio increases the flame speed. It is possible to attain flame speed 8 times higher than CNG. CNG can be used in automobiles and other vehicles having conventional diesel engine after little modification. It is also possible to run the engine at conventional fuel and CNG both. These are therefore dual fuel engines. CNG is being used in buses, trucks, vans and so many other mode of transport including trains. As already mentioned, even in compressed form, natural gas occupies more space as compared to conventional fuel. Because it is in compressed form, so the cylinder used to store it should be capable of withstanding high pressure. This makes a cylinder heavy and bulky. This creates problem in accommodating it, particularly in automobiles. Generally, it consumes the space provided for keeping luggage in car. In our country, city buses meant for public transport are being run on CNG. If vehicles running on CNG and petrol are run for 100 km, vehicle with CNG will produce 72% of carbon monoxide as compared to vehicle running on petrol. Similarly, other harmful constituents such as unburnt hydrocarbons, nitrogen oxides NOx, sulfur oxides SOx and particulate matter are reduced in exhaust. This has helped in controlling pollution from these vehicles. Its low price makes it attractive for use in commercial vehicles. Therefore, a number of vehicles including cabs and three-wheelers are using CNG. Until now, its availability is not uniform in our country. It is hoped that with the passage of time, it will be available uniformly throughout our country. Liquefied petroleum gas or LPG. This is another alternate fuel that can be used in automobiles and other vehicles by suitably modifying their engines. Liquefied petroleum gas or LPG is propane. Its chemical formula is C3H8. It has approximately 3 times higher energy contents as compared to CNG. It has got air-gas combustion ratio as 25:1, which is better than CNG. It is denser than air. In addition to this, it can be compressed into liquid form that makes its storage convenient. In our country, it is available at subsidized rates as per government policy for certain uses. Hydrogen. It is a clean fuel. Water, natural gas and biomass are the sources of hydrogen. From these, it can be produced through electrolysis and thermal processes. Hydrogen as fuel for internal combustion engines could not become feasible proposition. Instead, it is used in fuel cells. These cells are used to produce electricity. Electric vehicles widely use these cells. Discussion on fuel cells will be taken up later. Biodiesel. Its sources are oils, animal fat, and recycled cooking oil. It can be used in diesel engines with almost no modification. It comprises of many alkyl esters of long chain fatty acids. These are derived from vegetable oil or fat. Its blend with conventional diesel fuel can also be used in engines. Biodiesels are produced through transesterification, a chemical process. This process involves separation of methyl ester and glycerine from fat or vegetable oil. Methyl ester is biodiesel. Glycerine is an important constituent in a number of products including soap. United States of America and European countries use soya bean and sunflower to produce biodiesel. These are edible oils meant for human consumption. Using edible oils to produce biodiesel has created controversies about them. It is feared that if we depend upon biodiesel for our energy requirements, it may affect the food grown for human beings. Land for growing food for human beings will also be reduced. This may adversely affect poor nations. In our country, non-edible oils were chosen to make biodiesel. For this purpose, jatropha, carangia, and rice bran have been used. Jatropha and carangia do not require fertile land to grow. These can be grown on land which is not suitable for agriculture purpose. Rice bran is an agriculture waste. Its use to produce biodiesel makes it useful commodity. This is a renewable source of energy because oils can be derived from agriculture products that can be grown as crops again and again. Here I conclude the discussion on fuels used in internal combustion engine. With this, discussion on internal combustion engines is also concluded. I wish to look back at this stage. I have covered 4 basic components of automobile. Next, I talk to you about transmission system and internal combustion engine. Actually, internal combustion engine comes first. Output from internal combustion engine is in the form of rotation of shaft. This rotary motion is transferred to road wheels through transmission system. This enables the movement of automobile on road. This is what I have discussed with you till now. After automobile starts moving on road, it becomes important to control its motion. I talked to you about control mechanism in automobile in the beginning. These are 2 in numbers, brakes and steering mechanism. Brakes are to control the movement of automobile. It is used to reduce its speed when needed. It is also used to bring it back to rest. Steering mechanism is meant for controlling the direction of motion. I would be talking to you about brakes in automobile from my next lecture onwards. Thanks for watching.